So at the same time as quitting and starting Edge Pledge, I had this other idea that I wanted to start another business called Cultivate Farms. So I grew up on a dairy farm in central Victoria, and I still remember walking back from the dairy one day with my old man, and I was about 8, and I looked up to him as I was walking back and I said, "So Dad, when do I get the farm?" And he just laughed straight away and he said, "You're not getting the farm. Mum and I have got to sell this thing, get the money so we can retire." So I knew at age 8 that I'd never be a farmer because I didn't have, I think, something $1 million to buy our farm. I think, well, where am I going to get $1 million from? Either I win the lotto, or I marry someone rich, or that's about it. So farming, not an option for me. And then about 20 years later, my mate Tim Hicks and Tegan Hicks, who are co-founders and they live in Albury, we caught up one day and Tim's frustrated wanted to be a farmer, and he said, "All I want to do is be a farmer, but I can't afford it. Imagine if there was a business that helped buy farms for young people." And I went back to being the age of 8, and I thought, wow, imagine if I was 8 years old and my old man just told me I can't have the farm. But I said, "Don't worry, Dad, I've got a pathway here to own a farm anyway, so I don't need you anyway, see you later." And have a pathway mapped out with people on the same page as me who know that I want to own a farm. So that's exactly what we're doing. We didn't know what this answer was. We just knew, let's find a business, or let's make a business that's going to somehow access millions of dollars and give it to new aspiring farmers. Sounds pretty easy. So we spent the next 3 years on a thing called Google and on a thing called Facebook and Instagram, creating content, researching and trying to find the solution. How do you make it possible for someone with no money to own a multi-million-dollar business? And the last 3 years we've been trying to figure it out, and we've generated a lot of momentum. We've actually got our first farm match, so it's all about matching people. It's a dating website really for farmers. If you guys want to be a farmer, I recommend you become a farmer. So we match aspiring farmers with investors and retiring farmers, and we've matched an investor with an aspiring farmer. So there's a couple, all they want to do is farming. They've been doing it, leasing land, and all of a sudden now they're about to be put on the farm of their dreams because we've matched them with an investor who wants to buy a farm but doesn't want to run it himself. And we've got a few other matches going on at the moment. We're doing crowdfunding, so we get for $2,500, which hopefully all of you guys have that in your savings account. You can buy part of a farm. Isn't that exciting? It is. So they're the two. So they're two social enterprises. So we started both of them at the same time. But again, I didn't know. No one told me this is how you go about starting a business, or no one told me you should do it. I just had this drive inside me because I wanted to make a difference. I had this vision around supporting landscape management, and I had a crack at it.